What's up guys, Mr. Fat Slim here. So today we're going to be looking at a tank that CoilArt kindly sent over. They sent over two. I've got the black one on this little mech mod. I've been using it on and off with iJoy Maxo. It's the CoilArt Azeroth RTA. Now if you remember, I was a huge fan of the RDTA. I absolutely loved that one. So I'm so glad they brought this one out. But I've got it on this just now. It's a couple of fused captains that are in there and it's 0.15 and it's more or less a fully charged battery. A great tank, it really is. But what we'll do is we'll take you down, I'll give you a little close up of the silver one that I've got, point out some kind of bad points, some good points, and then we'll come up and we'll talk some more about it and see what you guys think. So yeah, be right back. So guys, this is the packaging that Azeroth RTA comes in. You get a picture of it on the front. Usual CoilArt packaging, but on this side you'll see you get two decks with it. So you get the dual deck and the triple deck, which I'll go through in a minute. 24mm diameter, that's the tank, and it's a 4.5mm tank. Scratch and check on the back as usual, and then everything you get here. So usual CoilArt stuff. Open it up, and then if you take the top off, you'll see you get everything in here. So you get one of these little T kind of screwdriver things. You get the tank itself, which we'll get to in a little second. You get a spare glass, and in the glass you get a lovely vape band as always. And you get some spare O-rings and some spare screws. They're the kind of, I think they're all just, yeah, they're all Allen key ones. Oh no. Oh no, actually they're all the Phillips heads, so that's quite cool. You get a spare drip mouthpiece. I was going to say drip tip, but it's more a mouthpiece. Hopefully this gets less brighter. But this one is made of either plastic or Delrin, so you're going to have to be careful with those threads in there. The one that comes with it is actually metal, as you'll see in a second. You get the spare deck, which is the dual deck. So this is the velocity one. So that's it there. And I'll show you how to change them. But then further on under that, you get the little CoilArt kind of card. And there you go, it tells you get this triple coil deck, shows you a picture of it, and then you get the dual deck. And then all the places you can get CoilArt. So yeah. Let's toss all this to the side, and what we'll do is we'll show you the tank. So once the light calms down a bit, hopefully, it's a little bit of a pain, this camera, I'm trying to kind of get it properly. So there's the tank here, 24mm in diameter. On the bottom you have Azeroth, the vape bin thing, designed by CoilArt, and then a brass 510 pin which extrudes quite a lot. I mean, that's a fair little distance. Mostly everybody's got one of these, and look at the distance that protrudes. That's quite a far bit, so definitely safe for hybrids. Plus it doesn't move, so you can definitely use this on hybrid mech mods if you like. You've got your airflow, so you've got 1, 2, 3 I think it is. 3 airflow slots, and they're fully adjustable. So you can open them up, it is really tight. But you can open them up. See, it's that tight just now because I just washed the tank. But you can adjust them eventually. But it's starting to take the deck off, so we'll do that in a little second. This mouthpiece here is all one from this part here, so you unscrew there to fill it. Put your just down either of the kidney shaped holes there. And this is your, so it's kind of wide chuff cap, but then it goes kind of thinner in the middle. But it's still a fair size. Nice threading in there as well. Not sharp bits or anything like that. And of course you can change that over for the little plastic or Delrin one. But I don't like this one because you can tell, as with a lot of other ones, the threading's going to end up going on it because it's that kind of material. But it looks not too bad with it on, but I prefer the look of the all silver. So if we unscrew that, then we'll unscrew the deck. So just unscrew this section here. We'll get to the deck in a second. As you see, CoilArt on your chimney section, and it's coned at the top as well, so it helps your flavour. And it's a really small kind of chamber. Once your coils are in there, I mean, you've not got much room, so I'm talking about there. So the flavour's not got far to go, or the vapour rather. Glass comes off as well, you just push, and then that comes off, and you can change it for the spare one. Nice O-rings as well, and again, all the threading is okay, but I have found, if you listen, hopefully you can hear it. See, it's more on the black one that I've got. It screeches now and then, and the sound is quite annoying. But yeah, the threading is absolutely fine. I mean, there's been no miscatches or anything. It's all worked fine, and that's nicely engraved in there as well. So we'll pop that back on, and we'll show you the triple deck. Now, this one here I haven't been able to use because I was trying out some different builds and stuff, but this is the second build I've put in it, and is this one? I think it is. These two Allen keys here, the Allen nuts, are threaded, so I can't get them out anymore at all. They're stuck in. So if you can think of a way to get me out of there, that'd be quite helpful. And one on here is gone. I think it's this one that's gone as well. So these two coils are stuck in here for good. And the only one I can change is this one, which is quite shite, to be honest with you. But this is your triple coil deck, so you get 2 holes here, 2 holes here. So a leg from each coil goes in and in. So that's your negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. And of course, here, here and here is where your cotton would go down. So you'd kind of thin the cotton, or more or less half it from each end of the coil, so that it fills up that gap. And you just want it just sitting in there, just so you can see the bottom of it at the thread, and you don't want it packed in there because you'll end up getting dry hits and it's not nice at all. But I mean, yeah, I would have liked to use this deck. I still haven't been able to use it. The black one that I've got as well, I just have set up with the velocity deck because that's just the way I happen to set that up. So I'm still going to mess about with this deck, but I'm kind of raging that those are kind of stuck in there. That's kind of annoyed me because I can't get them out. But to change the deck, you just grab it there and spin. Again, threading is perfect. It really is perfect. You see your 510 is actually included on it's built into the deck, so you can see straight through there, which is nice. And then you have your velocity deck, which is here. So put that in, and then that's us on there, and hopefully I can adjust this airflow from here. It's still far too tight. That's one thing I must say, the airflow is really tight. When you've got it on a mod, if you're trying to close it off, it ends up spinning your tank off, which is a pain. But this is the velocity deck. Nice big holes, you can fit massive coils in, well, massive wire in there. Coil size is all dependent. I mean, these are wrapped around I think it's a 3mm bit, and that's Clapton coils, and I mean they're quite big, and there's still room in there for them as long as you're not going over this ledge here, the kind of threading, the gold threading. As long as you're not going past there, you'll be fine. You've got your 2 kidney shaped airflow holes, and on each side there you've got your wick holes. So you just pop your cotton down there. What I've been doing is putting the cotton in until you can just see it here, and you don't want it packed in there, but you don't want it too loose, or else you will get, either you'll get dry hits if you've got it packed in, or if you've not got it in enough, you're going to end up with leaking, which happened to me a couple of times. The little screws in here are star heads, or Phillips, however you like to call it. But so I like that. I really wish the triple coil deck was the Phillips as well, instead of the Allen keys, which has kind of annoyed me. But yeah, easy to build on, easy to wick once you get the hang of it. It's more or less like most other RTAs, to be honest with you. But that's it there. So what we'll do is, I've got the black one here. I've got it all wicked up and juiced, and it's the velocity deck that I've got in it. So we'll come up, we'll give you a little try on it and tell you what we think about it. So guys, that was a close look at the CoilArt Azeroth RTA, the silver one. So I've got the black one already wicked up and juiced and ready to go. Now, CoilArt also sent over some Clapton coils and some alien coils. These ones are fused Claptons. They're 2x26 gauge wrapped with 40 gauge. It's an NI80 and they're wrapped around a 3mm bit, and they come out at 0.30 per coil. So I've got two of them in the Velocity style deck, and it comes out at 0.15, but it's jumping to kind of 0.16 sometimes. So I've got it at 96 watts, and I've got it on the iJoy Maxo as well. Airflow is fully open, and the juice I've got in there is Vape Goo Sugar Boo, and it's a 70 VG 30 PG at 3mg. So we'll give this a little try and I'll show you how it performs. As you see, the airflow hitting those coils is great. It's a kind of, it's not a super airy draw, even though it's got those three air holes. It's a kind of a slight restriction. There's not like super air going through it, but there is a nice little kind of restriction on it as well. So the air is hitting those coils straight away, and let me tell you, see the coils they sent, the fused Claptons, wow. If you ever see these in a shop or online, definitely get them. I think greyhaze.co.uk are selling them, and I'm definitely going to be purchasing them because I shake a lot, as you can see there. That's it, kind of not bad today. So I struggle to make my own coils, so buying these pre-built like this is brilliant, and the flavour for these things is truly astonishing, it really is. They sent me over some alien coils as well, which were fantastic. They're that fantastic, I've kind of used and abused them a fair bit. But this tank, I'm impressed, but I'm super impressed with the flavour, the quality of it, etc. But the silver one, I mean, I've not tried the triple deck on the black one, but the silver one, the triple deck, really pissed me off because I've tried a bunch of different Allen keys in here, but I mean, I just used the one that they sent with it, and all my coils well, two of them are stuck in, and they're not going anywhere. I mean, they just keep spinning round and round, so I can't get the coils back out of there, which is a pain in the ass. If anybody's got any ideas for that, please let me know, because I've never had this happen before and it's pissing me off. So I've just been using the Velocity deck mainly. I did put a build in that first, never got to use it because my coils were kind of weird. But the Velocity deck is brilliant. And I mean, you can bump this tank right up, that's at 96 watts. If I bump it up to 120, still the airflow is brilliant, and the tank is barely getting warm. I mean, that's a good thing I've noticed about it. If it does get warm, it's mainly just at the bottom. It doesn't seem to get warm up here where your mouth is, and this is a metal cap that's on here as well. I haven't tried the plastic or the Delrin one because I don't trust that. That going against metal threads is just going to shred them, and it's going to be useless. But anyway, the airflow on both of them, obviously if you're using the triple deck there's more airflow because there's 3 holes at the bottom, but if you're using the Velocity deck there's just the 2 holes, and they're going up through the kind of kidney shaped ones, almost like the kind of Tsunami, Kennedy RDAs, that kind of stuff. But the airflow I'm really impressed with, because it's nice, as I say, it's nice and loose, but it's not too loose, but it's not kind of tight either, it's kind of right in between. The quality of the tanks itself are great. I mean, the threads are great. On the black one I get a little bit of squeaking, but not much, and it's just, I think it was just when it was brand new. Now I don't really notice it as much, to be honest with you. The filling method I've never had an issue with, getting that on and off comes straight on and off, no problem. It doesn't get stuck on or anything, so top points for that. Looks wise, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm a kind of sucker for having everything flush. Everything has to sit flush. And this one is a kind of pet peeve to me. If you look at the tank, it sits flush all the way up, but then when you get to this top cap here and the knurling round it, it sticks out a little bit, almost like a millimetre or two, and it really bugs me. I'm kind of, it looks nice, but that kind of bugs me a little bit. As for the way it performs, I mean, you've seen how it performs with the airflow at that, and that's those Clapton coils. I've had normal coils in it as well, just normal nichrome coils, and flavour was great as well, but it does truly come through when you use your bigger coils like your Claptons, your fused Claptons, all that kind of stuff. The alien wire that they sent over, I had a build in here with that, and wow, oh, it was super duper nice, it really was. And I mean, as long as you wick it properly, as I say, don't get too much down there, you don't want to do that trick what people do and just put the cotton on it, because I did that and I get non-stop leaking. A tank just went right through it. What I do is I tend to poke it through a little bit and then fluff it out when it's in it. I don't like the cotton being too tight in there, and I don't like too much coming down past that little ring either. You want just enough down there so you just see it sticking out, and that's it, no more. Once I started wicking it like that, I've never had an issue, to be honest with you. It wicks like a champ, it really does. The other thing is the flavour. The flavour for this tank, oh, wait there, I'll adjust it. The flavour is just amazing. Now, Vape Goo Sugar Boo, I know what this tastes like and everything, so, and I usually use it on RDAs because I'm that kind of fussy with flavour. In this, it tastes as good, if not better, than most of the RDAs I've got, to be honest. Because, I mean, if you think about it, I'm using a velocity deck, so once that deck is in there and it's threaded on, you're talking, you've got about, before the chimney starts going that conical shape, you've got about maybe 2 mil, 3 mil, and then it starts just going right up the tube. And the tube's short as well, so that's cool. The 4.5 mil tank, to be honest with you, I mean, depending on what build you put in there, of course, it'll either go down slow or it'll go down fast. If you've got a couple of fused Claptons in there, it goes down at a not too bad rate, to be honest with you. I felt this just before the review, and I've had like maybe 10 puffs before I started the review, and it's still up to there, past the chimney. So I'm happy with how quick it's gone down the juice. It's not super quick, it's nowhere near like most of the tanks out there, but it does go down as you'd expect with the builds. And as for the way you can put it on things, the only thing I've noticed is, I'm going to check it against this one here. Yeah, that's got it too. I don't know if you'll see it on camera, you can see it a little bit, where the black airflow ring ends, the bottom of the tank sticks out. You can catch it with your fingernail. So when you've got it on stuff, you can sometimes just make out that little silver ring. It does bother me sometimes, it doesn't all the time, but it's a thing that has to be noted if you're kind of like me and you want things sitting flush. For instance, when I've got it on this iJoy Maxo, I know this has got a 510 that kind of sticks up a tiny bit, but it'll give you an idea. You can still see the silver. I'll bring it over. You can still see the silver there, and it's a wee niggly point for me, to be honest, but overall, I'm mega impressed with this tank. Price wise and stuff, I'm going to leave that for you to see. Check out the links down below. There'll be a link to CoilArt's website because they were kind enough to send them over, but I'll leave links to a couple of UK websites, and just because it's mainly UK people that watch me, and check the price out. I think you'll be quite happy with the price, to be honest with you. Would I buy one of them? Definitely, I would. If they come out with a bronze one or a brass or a kind of rainbow one of that, I'm definitely going to get one of them, because the black one, I love that on here. It looks nice. It looks nice on my RX23 as well. But most of all, I've been using it on this as well, and I'll let you see it on this. Now keep in mind that was a 0.15 build, so CoilArt also sent me the CoilArt Mage Mech Trigger Kit to review. It's a little hybrid mod, and please remember, use something with a big 510 protruding pin. It has to protrude a lot, so this one, no problem, you can use it. So I'll put it on here, because I've been recently enjoying my mechs again. So I'll show you on here. And that's from my mech, and that's with fused Claptons. Usually I don't like the kind of ramp up time and stuff that Claptons have got, but it hits nice in this. So yeah, I've got a review of that coming as well, by the way, the full kit, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, overall, I give this tank a huge 10 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 9 out of 10, but I was going to because of the deck, but I'm going to reserve judgment because it might have been something I done. I will test it out with the black one and see how that goes on. If it turns out it's the same, I will give you a little update and a vlog and let you know how it's kind of panned out. But yeah, a huge thank you to CoilArt for sending these over, really is appreciated. Check out all the links down below. Check out my, I think I've got VidMe links down there now. I'm going to try and use that. It'll just be more or less a duplicate of what you get over here, so feel free to check it out as well if you want. But yeah, until the next one guys, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.